This car smells like a kebab shop had a sewerage leak. Alrighty gang, it's time to tackle this car. So the first thing I want to do is give it a good scrub and a clean so we can see what's going on with the paintwork, what's going on with the interior, what's actually damaged and what's just dirt. So I'm going to start with the interior. I have myself my vacuum cleaner. I've got some carpet cleaning stuff which you basically spray on with a brush there so we can brush it in nice and deep. And then we have our Pongo, which apparently eliminates odors in cars because this thing stinks. What I want to do is remove our front and back seats and give us every opportunity to clean this carpet. So let's get the mats and the seats and everything out of here. Something interesting about buying an old car that you don't know the history of is automotive archaeology. Basically, when we pull the seats out and stuff, we find some weird stuff. Come with me on this adventure. So, what do we got here? A Macca's thing. Invisalign braces. Popcorn. Rocks. Oh, a watermelon key tag. More rocks. See what I mean about the rocks? Ooh, plug, that's handy. We'll hang on to that one. A pen. Ew, chewy. Oh, that goes up there. That's an original thing. But I can't do it with my hand. Yep, so that's pretty gross. Broken plugs, broken clips. Underneath the passenger side, what do we got here? Ah, some tweezers. Gross. Lego thing, part of a tree, a glass bead. Oh crap, there is stuff under this carpet. I don't even know what is that? Pens, lots of pens. Oh, is that a Sharpie? Hell yeah, Sharpie. Bit of money, this car's getting cheap already. What do we got? 5 cents? Nice. And then under this side, we got, what is that? Is that an earring? Jesus, it's like a pirate earring. Did a pirate own this car? And what the hell is that? A plug for something? Oh, here we go. Real money maker now. We got $1. I got $1. Well, that's pretty gross. So we are going to vacuum all this junk out of here and then get stuck into cleaning this carpet. Sweet, this puppy's looking better already and even smelling a tiny bit better. Pro tip, so if you want to get all this junk out of carpet, see how it's got all the stuff and the vacuum cleaner doesn't get it? Use a brush when you're vacuuming and brush as you vacuum and just have the vacuum behind it, and that'll suck up all the bits and those bristles will get all the junk out of it. It takes a while, but it means you're nice and clean in there. So we'll keep doing that for a bit. Sweet, long way to go, but that is looking way better. Funnily enough, while we're on our automotive archaeology, check this out. Full owner's manual. What the hell's that? Genuine accessories manual. Dealer directory. Warranties. Warranty and service handbook and the full owner's manual. How about that? And in one of these, it actually has details. It's got all servicing history. Maybe not on that one. One of them has a service history. Trust me on that one. One of them actually has the information about where it was purchased. And it wasn't too far from us. It was actually up in the hills, very close to where I was brought up. There we go, we'll block off all that stuff there. But it was Berwyn Automobiles, which is where my dad bought his Subarus, probably for around the same time, so that's pretty cool. And it was bought by a company in Belgrave, right near where I grew up and went to school and everything, which is kind of cool. So it was a company car, and then who knows what happened to it after that. In here there are, at least one of these, take my word for it, there are heaps and heaps of service stamps, the original sale receipt, and yada yada yada. It's got a sale price, $33,500 those guys paid for it, and now I just paid $1,200. Anyway, enough of all that. That can all go back in the glove box, because I think that's pretty cool that it all still exists. And in here as well, remotes for a stereo. Wild. Whoever buys the stereo can have that. I also found a spare brake pedal rubber, which is cool, brand newy. So that's nice. I'll keep that as a spare. Okay, so next thing I want to do is go and do the boot. Before that, we're going to spray our carpet cleaner on here, let it dry, and then we can vacuum that off. Cool, now we've got that in, just going to give it a bit of a scrub in, just to get it deeper into the fibres, and hopefully draw out some smells and dirt. And there we are, all brushed in, so we'll let that dry and then we can vacuum it up. Now this is definitely better and easier if we have a wet and dry vacuum cleaner, but in the spirit of this whole build, I'm not allowed to spend money and I don't have any money, so I'm not going to go rent one. But I think this will do a pretty good job. Right, onto one of the really grotty parts. I think I'm going to have to replace this because this is all pretty gross. But we'll pull it all out and see. Found that. Easy dog. It's a dog harness. I can use that for Sally. Win. And let's have a look at all this. Take all this out. I think that's almost the colour it's supposed to be. Oh no, it's grey. Get this broken stuff out. Gross. So that's the clamp for the wheel. That's good to have that, and that is our spanner for our wheels. Oh, another clip. I think it's broken, but that's good. And a 10mm, 8mm combo spanner. Nice. And a lot of sand and gravel. We have a genuine Subaru toolkit. Let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, tow hook, perfect. And some other bits and bobs. Spanner and stuff, nice. Wow, 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 wow. More gravel. And I'd suggest that's a fuel pump under there and the screws are undone. That's disconcerting. We'll look at that later, but the car runs, so I don't know. I did have to snap these clips off to get the panels out, but I'll get some new ones of those. But I really wanted to get in here and give this a really good clean, because I reckon it's stinky. Gross. So while doing this, I've emptied this vacuum cleaner 4 times so far doing this car. With a lot of this stuff, like the vacuum cleaner won't pick it up, but if you get a brush and just give it a scrub while you're vacuuming, it'll pick up, it'll get all this schmutz off, and the vacuum cleaner will soak it right up. So we'll do that now. And there we go, a vast improvement over what it was. I'm going to get a bucket of soapy water and give this another good scrub because it is pretty filth, but it's definitely an improvement. So riddle me this, why did they have this full-size spare tyre in the back of the car, yet they decided to put that on it? I am confused. Anyway, back's clean. I just gave that a bit of a vacuum, but now we've got the seats out, it is time to give them a good vacuum. So we're going to give them a good scrub. We're going to use our brush and try and get all the junk out of it. I've taken the headrests off, we've got our back seat there, and then we'll get on to doing exactly the same as the carpets. We'll use our carpet cleaner spray, although I don't have much left, and then give it a good vacuum. The seats are actually, like, they're dirty, but they're in good condition. There's no rips, no tears. They're actually quite good, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get to it. Cool, okay, sorry I had to bail. It started raining outside and it's dark. But anyway, like the interior is coming up really good, so we'll keep going. I found myself $1.45. This car is getting cheaper by the day. Anyway, we'll have a good night's sleep and see what we can do with the rest. Alrighty, I'm at my second home pick apart, trying to find some panels for this car. So I found myself a bug-eyed wagon. It's pretty stripped out, but the glove box is clean and the airbag cover's clean. So I'm gonna try and get that out. While poking around, I just noticed that. If you guys can see that, that is a European wasp nest full of wasps just sitting on top of it. That's terrifying. If I start running, you know why. So I might try and grab those bits. Unfortunately, door cards are gone. Most of the back's gone. The little side covers actually look not bad. Unfortunately, it's got no gas struts, so it's a bitch to... I've got to find something to hold it up with. These side covers, apart from being dusty, I think they're actually in better condition than mine. So I might pull them out. Okay, I have to work very quietly so I don't disturb the wasps, because that would suck. Pro tip, if you're ever taking stuff out to pick apart, take all the screws. Screws and bolts are handy. Sweet, and we have a new cover for our airbag. It's a bit dirty, and honestly this is a gamble. I mean, who knows how much this is faded compared to my car, or my car's faded more than this, but it doesn't have those big scratches in the top, so hopefully it's okay. Out of interest, for anyone who hasn't seen inside, that's an airbag. Got a compressed canister, and that's our explodey. So I'm just going to pop that outside, because they make me really nervous. Sweet! Alright, we're getting there. We've got a couple of bits, glove box and that panel. That's a good start. We'll see what else we need. Alrighty, we've got one panel out. Just got to get that one out without waking up the murder hornets. Unfortunately, it's getting warmer and they are waking up. And that makes me nervous. Let's get this out before they wake up. I've actually got to work directly under them. That sucks. Look what I just found in the mud under the car. Scumbags! It's actually in good nick. It's got a little dent there. I'm going to ask the guys to pick apart if I can have this for free, because it's pretty shagged, but I might be able to bring it back to life. Who knows? Other than that, we have outstayed our welcome with the motor hornets. It's warming up and they're starting to get pretty angry, so I think we're going to ditch this car. There is one old Impreza over there I'm going to go and have a look at, and I think that might be us. Alrighty, we're home. Let's have a look at our haul. So we've got a new little kick scuff panel that goes in here, and also these little things you got to remember is these little clips were missing. So I managed to get a few of those, and now that'll click in properly and won't fall out. We've got a replacement for these. Now, This has just got some like proper scratches and marks, and this is filthy. Because these ones are just dusty, they're not actually stained. So I think a vacuum and even maybe just a rinse down with a hose should get them clean. Same with that little door. That door's gross. We've got our glove box and it's in much better condition, and we've got our airbag pad which has no scratches on it. Let's see here, we've got a couple of decent scratches on that, and it's the same colour. It's great, so we'll give that a clean up. Everything just needs a good scrub. And then we've got our wildcard entry, our door panel, which is gross. But you know what, we're going to give it a go and see what happens. I've taken the little interior light out of here, so there's no electronics in any of this now, and I'm basically just hosing it down. There is a mark here, so I'm going to get some basically just clothes washing stuff and just give it a little scrub and see if I can get that out. The doors come up okay. This bit's shagged, but that is actually removable. I'm still in two minds whether I'm going to use this or not. I'll get some cleaner on it and see if it polishes up. Fantastic, all my boot pieces are clean, and it actually came up great. I think it's going to look really good. I mean, this has got the scratches and nicks in it, but what I'm thinking is once I've got it all done, I'll just go to Clark Rubber and get a generic boot mat cut for the bottom of that, so a rubber one, which will cover everything up and be good for carrying stuff around. Now I need to remove the old grotty panels of this. I learned in the wreckers that's not that easy, so we're going to pull these plugs out. Now these plugs snap, so I'm going to have to go online and buy some packets of those so I can put them all in. I'm going to pull the screws out here, we're going to have to get them from under here, and then those panels are joined up. Okay. Those panels are joined up with screws in here. So it's all a rich tapestry of fun. So I'm going to do that now. But while I'm waiting for all this stuff, I need to let them dry. So while they're drying, I'm going to disconnect the battery and I'm going to do the interior. The reason I'm disconnecting the battery is because we're working with airbags. You do not want an airbag going off on you. It would suck. So we're going to disconnect the battery, leave for about 20 minutes, pump the brake a few times because the brake lights will drain any residual power in there. And then we can change out our glove box and our airbag pad. Let's do it. Right, I think I need to do something with these terminals too. Fun times. And I'm pretty sure that battery is not going to last long. Look at the size of it. Cool, old airbag cover is off, so unfortunately there's still these couple of marks here where some douchebag has put their feet or something on there, but at least we'll get rid of this big scratch and that big scratch there. So I've had to cut that off because these are somewhat like one-way pins, so you clip it on and it just stays there. Sweet, let's get our new cover and we'll put it in. Okay, so I found a couple of things while I'm in here. Number one, I pulled the cover off and there was no cabin filter, so we'll do something about that. Number two, the cable for the fresh air wasn't connected, so I should probably connect that up. Interesting. So here's the difference between our new glove box and old ones. This is our old one here, and it's mainly just these sort of biggish scratches here whereas this one only has a few light ones, so it's not a huge improvement, but it's definitely an improvement. We'll pop this guy in. More automotive archaeology. Apparently, somebody went to Holland. Whee! Okay, so this is one of the new bits I got. So this is the old one here. You'd see it's all scratched up and haggard, and that's the new one. So it's still got a few scratches. I mean, it is a boot part, but definitely looks much better than that. So that is our airbag pad and new glove box in. So we'll give all this a good clean. I haven't cleaned any of the plastics yet, just the carpets. So we'll get back to that. But for the time being, I want to now look at all this old, gross side paneling, which is a bit of a mission, so we'll get stuck into that. I'll time lapse it so I won't bore you guys. Get that in, get all the floor back in, and then we're going to go through and we're going to clean all the plastics. Cool, interior panels are back in and they look so much better. Almost newish. Oh, I'm really stoked on that. So now I'm putting in our foam bits. I don't have any contact cement, but I just need like these little clips to hold stuff in. I just need to glue them in. So I'm just going to use a hot glue gun, which should do the trick for now. Same with this, I'm just going to put some dobs under here to make that stick, and then just around here for that panel to sit in. Hopefully we can get that looking half decent, and then we're going to cover it in a rubber mat anyway. It's good. Something I do need to do, we're going to go through soon. You see all these marks on these plastics? Go through and scrub all of that clean. And there we go, boot is done. Pumped up the spare wheel, gave it a tyre shine because, you know, found the old clamp for it, and we've got our tools in there. The only thing I've got the handle for the jack, just don't have a jack, so I've got to get hold of one. The only thing I'm missing, I'll just put that in there. The only thing that's not really working in the back of this car is I'm missing this little strip here. See, there's one there. Which sucks, but I am going to cover this in a rubber mat, I think. So, but other than that, the interior is looking much better in the boot. I'm much happier in that. Still got a bit of a dirty mark there, but what do you do? I'm not taking the seats out and hosing them. But we got a new kick panel. I even found these little plastic covers for the child seat things, and all sorts of bits. So it's really cool to get all those little bits in there. That is our boot done for now, so we'll get a rubber mat, and I've just got to find, there's a blind that goes across here and you pull it out and hook it into these bits. I really want that so I can hide whatever's in the boot. Now it's time for us to give this interior a clean. So if you haven't gathered by now, this sort of project is mainly just cleaning up other people's filth. It's pretty gross. Next we're going to clean up all the plastics. Now people think that you need special cleaning stuff, you know, you go and get your Maguires and all that. That's good for protecting it, but for cleaning it, actually soapy water works really well. Use a brush, get into the grain of all the plastics, and you can get a lot of filth and dirt out. So we're going to go through the car now, especially like all this sort of stuff where there's heaps of dirt and all that. We're going to try and get all that out. Same with all through the front. And then we'll get some protectant on it. Okay gang, and that's it. My camera died doing the last bit, but cleaning is done. That was the cleaning episode. Not very interesting, I'm sorry, but it needs to be done. So let me run you through where we're at. The interior is good, although I think I want to rent a shampoo cleaner, and I want to do the seats. There's some grot on the side here. I presume it's snot from the dude that owned it. Yuck. Like they're not in bad condition. There's no tears, there's no rips, anything like that. So I want to just give them a good clean, and I'm happy with it. Everything else in the car is good. This is all nice now, it's all good. We've got those marks there, but I can't do much about that. This door sucks. I want to get a new one. Look at this. These marks here are from sunscreen. So if you like your car interior, make sure you don't rub sunscreen on it because it ain't good. Everything else is good. This bit of goo, it's all nice and clean. The boot turned out great, so we're just going to get a rubber mat for that and keep it all clean. I've taken my fog light covers off just in case somebody decides to nick them while it's parked outside. Yeah, and I've got a couple of bits here. That's some real gooey stuff, so I'm going to get some methyl or something on that to give that a clean. I got the floor mats a bit of a clean, but they need a scrub, but it's nice. I've got the rubber floor mats at the front. So what I want to do interior wise is I want to get that door card, and I want to try and get another center console because I hate this. That's all scratched up. With this surround here, it's been chopped up to get a stereo in, but when I change that over, I'm probably going to have that chopped. So while that's off, while I'm installing the stereo, I'm going to sand this down, I'm going to respray it in silver. Same with these bits, just to clean them up, make them all look uniform, make them look nice. So after the camera died, I gave the car a complete wash, full scrub, except for the wheels, because we're going to change those. The good news is this car is incredibly straight. There's only 2 dents on the entire car. The rest is all just paint. There's a little dent there, which is hardly noticeable, and there's a little one there in the tailgate. That's it. The rest of the car has no dents in the metalwork, which is awesome. It's all just scratches. So I'm going to see how much of this I can really buff out, because it looks like most of it is in the clear coat. This panel looks good. Once again, just light scratches. Same here. These door handles I'll take out and I'll respray. Funnily enough, the passenger side door handles are fine. It's just these ones on this side that are shags. So we'll take them out and we'll give them a going over. The driver's door is good apart from a little bit of clear coat under the handle. It's peeling. And then the real problem is the front fender, the bonnet, and the bumper, and the rear bumper. So I will fix all those up. We're going to patch these holes, respray the whole bonnet, respray the fenders, and respray the bumper. But I'm stoked. Oh yes, and obviously we have a white wing mirror which I'll have to fix. But I'm pretty stoked that it's actually a straight car and there's no real problems, you know, panel beating wise. So that's where we are at, gang. What we really need is some wheels, because this is gross. And this is gross. I don't like it. Luckily, I think I found some, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Thanks for watching, gang. Hopefully this is somewhat entertaining, bringing this little guy back to life. So we'll see you in the next video. Ba-bow.